Cystic fibrosis is a life-threatening genetic disease that affects the lungs and digestive system of approximately 30,000 children and adults in the United States. There is no cure for cystic fibrosis, but the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is determined to change that.
The mission of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is to find a cure and control for cystic fibrosis.
Cystic fibrosis is a fatal disorder, unfortunately. It's a disease that's inherited. You have to have a mistake in the CF gene for both parents. And it actually starts before the baby is ever born. Really, it's a lifelong disorder. And it takes a lot to fight this disease. And the treatments that we have now are not a cure.
To find a cure, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation has been willing to take risks. The foundation funded world-renowned researchers who identified the genetic defect that causes the disease. Foundation-backed research led to new and vastly improved ways to treat its symptoms.
I wake up in the morning. I do, at the moment, 5 different inhaled medications. I do 3 mouth and 2 sinus. I take about 7 different pills, eat breakfast, go to class, come back. I do another 3 inhalers, 1 by mouth and 2 sinus. Then I do homework, I hang out with my friends, eat dinner. At dinner I take another 7 pills. After dinner I do another 5 inhalers. I do my best, I get up coughs, and I go to bed.
The problem is that over time, every infection takes its toll on the lungs, and so those lung volumes that you saw Kasey blowing, they get smaller and smaller with time. And that's the battle that we are trying to help the patient overcome, is to slow that decline in lung function, because some of the exciting research is going on and is looking much more hopeful. That is going to be really important to preserve your lungs for, so that at whatever point, whatever kind of CF you have, at that point, when those treatments become available to everyone, we hope that it'll stop the decline and allow people to actually improve.
Kasey's a freshman at Loyola University this year, and she's chosen to live on campus, and she has 4 roommates in an apartment setting, and she has been doing absolutely amazing. Getting great grades at school, but most importantly, keeping up with all of her treatment regimen and really taking ownership of her disease and helping her to stay healthy. Unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, Kasey's lung function fell to 37%, and the doctors recommended either that she go into the hospital or that she move home temporarily while she does home IVs.
Being at college has been great. It's a whole new freedom that I've never gotten to experience. And coming here, I can hang out with my friends all the time, eat whenever I want to, eat whatever I want to. My friends and I, we have a great time. We hang out, we joke around, we go out to dinner, we go shopping. I've gotten to live a relatively normal life up until 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, they put me on IV antibiotics and gave me the choice of going in the hospital or moving home, and I chose to move home. And since then, the life has changed dramatically. I do IVs starting at 7 o'clock in the morning till midnight 3 times a day. I have been keeping up with my schoolwork and going to class, but that means that I had to give up a social life. And since starting IVs, I haven't seen my roommates hardly at all. I see them every now and then in class. Other than that, I've been alone most of the time. I've had to give up everything that I got used to here at college, and that's all because I got sick, and there's nothing that I can do about that.
Through my eyes, I see it staring at me all the time. So I wish that it would leave my body. like you. Oh, breathe. I know the answer's out there, so won't you help me, please? See, one day I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe like you. See, one day I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe like you. I see the future, it seems so clear. But one day I breathe like you. Then I think that I'm alright, but it keeps changing, like the weather. It's not up to me how I feel, inside. Wish I could breathe like you. Oh, breathe. Know the answers out there. Won't you help me, please? Then one day I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe like you. Then one day I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe like you. I see the future, it seems so clear. But one day I breathe like you. Wish I could breathe like you. Oh, breathe. I know the answer's out there. Won't you help me, please? Just one day I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe like you. Then one day I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe like you. I see the future, it seems so clear. One day I breathe like you.
People ask me what a cure would mean to me, and I honestly don't really know how that would change my life. Being at college, I've gotten a taste of freedom, but the reality is that I still have to struggle with CF every day. I'm on IVs now, and I'm looking at surgery in the summer, so even though I've got this great new freedom, CF still controls a large part of my life, and until there's a cure, that's not going to change.
I want to thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for being here tonight, my husband, Kasey, and our 2 girls. It means the world to us to have your support in fighting this horrific disease. The CF Foundation has sponsored virtually all the CF drugs that are used today by CF children and young adults. Recently, VX-770, a drug that will help 4% of the CF population, has just gone through phase 3 clinical trials and looks like the most promising drug we've ever experienced through the Foundation's history. So tonight, we need your help. We need your financial support to help us bring all the new drugs to our CF children and young adults. Thank you so much.
Over the last 20, 30 years, there's been enormous strides made, and those couldn't have happened without everyone who ever donated money to the cause. And we need to keep going because we're almost there.
We will be tireless, we will never lose our focus, and we will never rest until we find a cure for cystic fibrosis.
One day I breathe like you.